You scared people, Huey. The Black Panthers scared people.
Anytime the black man attempts to change the slave image, he will scare white people. So the Black Panther Party, I thank you. When you said that we scared people, that means that we were creating a positive black image for ourselves.
Sinners is truly, truly, truly revolutionary in every single way. And again, I cannot stress that enough. Which brings me to this point. I want to give mad shout outs to the fact that we were able, and I say we because as a black person, when one wins, I feel we all win. But I want to give mad props to Mr. Ryan Coogler for winning the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. I also want to give props to the Director of Photography for winning Best Cinematography. I also want to give a props out to Michael B. Jordan. For real, big ups, big ups, big ups. I truly believe this was his best performance and the best thing I've seen him in. He won Best Lead Actor, which was incredible for playing, the two parts. And then it also won another Academy Award. I believe it was for the sound mix or something to that effect. Forgive me for not remembering what the fourth one was. But I want to give mad props and big shout outs to Sinners for taking those awards home. Now, on that note, I got to call cap, as the young people say. I got to call bullshit on a few other topics. Number one, while I do love Paul Thomas Anderson, and when I say Paul Thomas Anderson, he's one of my all-time favorite directors. I mean, going all the way back to, of course, Big Dick, Dirk Diggler in Boogie Nights, to Magnolia with Tom Cruise and everyone else. Incredible, one of my all-time favorite films. In addition to that, of course, he has Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler, fantastic film. There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis, awesome film. I mean, he is one of my all-time favorite directors. But I just honestly feel, and of course I am biased, there's no way you could tell me or convince me that One Battle After Another is better than Sinners. There's no way you could convince me that Out of Africa was better than The Color Purple. There's no way you could convince me that Scent of a Woman, which I love, with Al Pacino, was better than Malcolm X by Spike Lee and Denzel Washington. Now, the reason why I bring that up is if you notice, there's a pattern here. Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, story about racial tension, racial violence. The Powder Keg, again, that is America, revolutionary. There's no way you can tell me that Driving Miss Daisy was a better film than that, or a more relevant film than that. Now, big shout outs to Morgan Freeman, but he played basically the Uncle Tom, the antebellum, agreeable black man. And he did a good job of it. And again, this is no shout out to Morgan Freeman because I think he's a master as well. But the movie that he was going up against was about revolution, was about black power. Again, this is in the 90s. I don't think that's a coincidence. I really don't. There's no way you could tell me that with all of the litany of films that Al Pacino has done, and again, Al Pacino is my favorite actor. He may actually be number one on my list. There's no way you can tell me that his performance in Scent of a Woman outperformed Denzel Washington in Malcolm X. I mean, there's just no way. Now, of course, Denzel did eventually get his Academy Award for Training Day, which is an awesome film as well. But come on, man. There's a theme here. There's a pattern here. What was Malcolm X other than a revolutionary, a black king, a black prince, somebody that talked about revolution, talked about changing the system, talked about advancing us as a people? They used that as an opportunity to deny that brother that Oscar and then to give it to Al Pacino. Now, no one's going to argue that Al Pacino's not a master, credible actor, but they gave it to him for what I honestly believe it was a good performance, but it was nowhere near his performance in Devil's Advocate.
I'm a phenomenon! I'm a humanist.
Or his performance in The Godfather.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
Scarface.
Hey, fuck you, man! Who put this thing together? Me! That's who!
No, I mean, the list goes on, man. I mean, Al Pacino is A+. But it wasn't better than Malcolm X. I mean, let's just be real. But of course, Hollywood saw this as an opportunity to avoid giving black excellence its true props because it was a movie about revolution, about a revolutionary like Malcolm X. Color Purple, Steven Spielberg. Master, in my opinion, the greatest filmmaker of all time, hands down. Nobody fucks with Steven Spielberg. Movie about, again, the Antebellum South, featuring Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah Winfrey, Lawrence Fishburne, Danny Glover. I mean, there were so many incredible performances. That movie still today, I guarantee you, if you go into any black household in America, there will be somebody who's seen that movie, that's quoting that movie. That movie literally sits on the actual countertop or the fireplace, right along with Martin Luther King, your mama, your grandmama, and everybody else in your family. That's how iconic of a film The Color Purple is. No one remembers Out of Africa, and I'm sure it was a good movie. I'm sure it had whatever it had going on, but that was another example to deny black excellence. And again, if you don't see the theme here, Sinners is just the latest to confirm that. Now you say, well, why, man? Why, Mac, would they actually do that? Well, what was Sinners about? Sinners was about America. Sinners was about a cultural appropriation. Sinners was about black excellence. And what did Ryan Coogler do, which America and definitely Hollywood has never been comfortable with black people doing? He was attempting to be the boss, just like the Stackhouse brothers in the movie. He wanted ownership of his film. He wanted ownership of his property. He wanted ownership of his excellence. He didn't want you to just benefit off of his work and his labor, i.e. his sharecropping. He wanted to be a boss. He set his own deal. He set his own terms. And whenever a black man does that, or a black woman does that, it gets rejected. It gets shunned. We're going to teach this Negro that you can entertain us, i.e. act, i.e. camera work, i.e. grip work or sound work or dancing or performing. But the moment you try to become a boss, that's when America has a problem. So again, am I going to knock Paul Thomas Anderson for getting Best Director and for also getting Best Picture? No, because he's always, of course, deserving of those types of accolades. But it's not until the black man rises to power that they choose to acknowledge the other guy. And that's what I'm saying is the common thread in all of this. Now, do I want to go on record and say, hey, man, the Oscars is racist and it's a bunch of bullshit? No, I'm not going to say that. But I do think it is ironic that when Quentin Tarantino did the movie Django, which to me was like one of the worst movies in my lifetime, I could do a whole fucking miniseries on that. That was the year they chose to give Quentin Tarantino the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. And again, if you don't know that, the WGA said the screenplay said the N-word, hard R, more times than any other movie in American history. Okay? And by the way, that was also 2012, the year that Barack Obama was elected or re-elected as our president. So again, maybe that's coincidental. I don't know. But the other Oscar went to the German dude who played the character, who again wasn't even the lead. So the only two people that got awards for the movie Django, which in my opinion set us back 100 years, were the two white dudes. But whatever. Like I said, I would do a Django review if it didn't piss me off so much. But on that note, big ups to Michael B. Jordan. Big ups to Ryan Coogler. Big ups to black people in general. I got nothing but love for you. Let's keep pushing forward, especially in these days and these times. But again, like I said, black excellence must be acknowledged, and it's okay that it's just for us, because you know what? Everything ain't for everybody. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Macro One. This is BlackTalkRadio.tv. This is the IMF, and in the words of encouragement, I need my man, brother Jesse Jackson. May he rest in peace. Take us home, brother. Love, peace, and hair grease. And I'm out.
Young America, hold your head high now. We can win. We can win. Wherever you are tonight, I challenge you to hope and to dream. Don't submerge your dreams. Why can I challenge you this way? You don't understand my situation. I understand. You see me on TV, but you don't know the me that makes me me. Because they see me running for the White House. They don't see the house I'm running from. I have a story. I understand. I know abandonment and people being mean to you and saying you're nothing and nobody and can never be anything. I really do understand. Every one of these funny labels they put on you, those of you who are watching this broadcast tonight in the projects, on the corners, I understand. Call you outcast, low down, you can't make it, you're nothing, you're from nobody, subclass, underclass. When you see Jesse Jackson, when my name goes in nomination, your name goes in nomination. I was born in the slum, but the slum was not born in me. And it wasn't born in you, and you can make it. Wherever you are tonight, you can make it. Hold your head high. Stick your chest out. You can make it. It gets dark sometimes, but the morning comes. Don't you surrender. Suffering breeds character. Character breeds faith. In the end, faith will not disappoint. You must not surrender. You may or may not get there, but just know that you're qualified, and you hold on and hold out. We must never surrender. America will get better and better. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.